Hi everyone, welcome to another catalogue video, and this time, for the first time ever, we do my favourite, Wrenn.
It is your favourite.
And it's a very small catalogue. This is what you call a boutique catalogue.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
It is so tiny.
Yeah. It's very good quality printing though.
Hmm.
And good quality photographs. So I think this catalogue...
What year is it?
I think this is 1980 or 81. They didn't do one every year, Wrenn. They didn't have the money basically. But we've got a price list in it, which is dated January 1979. Oh, it's a bit older than I thought.
It's still 85p then.
I think they did this for a couple of years because I had this when it was new. I picked up a copy from Norman Wissenden's model shop in Greenfield, and I think that was in 81. Got a good memory for things like that. The photo on the front is at the Keighley Wharf Valley Railway.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You recognise it, do you?
I do, and I think it says on it somewhere, I must have read it. But yeah, some nice locos on the front.
And on the back?
On the back,
Sam's Model Shop.
Hatfield Road, St Albans, Hertfordshire.
Nice.
So, a brief overview. This isn't a full Wrenn video. We've done one, it was okay, but we're going to be doing a better one. This is basically focusing on the catalogue. But obviously most of the Wrenn stuff was ex-Hornby Dublo, which they ended up producing from late 1966, and the company carried on right through until 1992, when it was put up for sale, but they couldn't find a buyer. By then, producing vastly less models. I think they peaked around the early 80s. And as soon as people knew that they were stopping making them, the prices shot up. Even though Wrenn was selling them off dirt cheap. Because we've got letters proving that somewhere.
We do.
So what we'll do first, we'll have a look at the models. Quirky. So this is an R1 tank loco. It's a plastic one.
Oh,
Wrenn did do some plastic models, but this is the only plastic steam loco they did. And this was built down to a price. And they did these fake liveries, Wrenn. So that's not prototypical, is it? I don't think. If it is, I stand corrected. But yeah, shell. There's only one more of these I want to get, and that is a yellow one, which is it's not NCB. I can't think what it is. Thames. Don't know. We'll have a look in the catalogue. In fact, it's not even in this catalogue.
Is it not?
No.
Bloody as well.
It's wired backwards, this one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit.
No, it's absolutely fine. Very mechanical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's fantastic. We need to get some matching wagons to go with this.
Yeah. It will be good.
Give them a quick run. It's not been run for ages. I can smell it.
Oh, can you? I think it's about to take off.
Oh, they're indestructible. The cheapest of the Wrenn motors by far. Put it back and give away. Powerful as well. They are heavy. It's all metal chassis, but it's a plastic body. So there we go. The R1 in the shell livery. It's basically a grey loco. They stuck a sticker on, isn't it? And the paint's a bit battered here and there. But yeah, nice little model. The loco has recently been in a video, unfortunately. Not a big choice. We've got the instructions. That's for the one we've just looked at, though, isn't it?
Oh.
I think that's an original or not. Never sure we Wrenn because they basically use what they get their hands on, you know, paper-wise and stuff like this.
Right.
I think this is an original box. It's got the alternate couplings. If you wanted to run it with the Hornby Dublo stuff. They just screw in by the look of it. So another plastic one, class 20. And we've got a couple of these. We've got a green one as well. So the first one we got, and this has traction tyres. And we discussed this with the big screw in the roof.
Oh, yes.
She didn't like, and missing windows. We're not going to mention that again, are we? Should work. Quiet, isn't it, really?
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Bit juttery till it gets going.
Yeah.
It's basically because it's proper, machined. Good quality internals and everything. So the chassis is just a metal strip where these are bolted on.
Ah.
It's just a bit of metal goes over the top there. So that's the Class 20. Now that was originally a Hornby Doubler model, but I think the tooling for the body was lost, so Wrenn had to redo it. All it's held on is that screw on the roof there, look.
Oh,
And
it's
just
got
have
quite
like
a wobble, doesn't
big
it?
metal coat hanging inside it, that's all it is. So I'll put him down there. Not as good as yours, is it? Detail wise.
I don't know.
Your Mallard, you got a blue one. Right, this is Pauline's favourite loco. Should I say, the Mallard is Pauline's favourite loco. When it's blue, I'm not even going to put yours next to this because although this is better,
Why?
because it's Wrenn
Oh, okay.
and it's metal and it'll last forever.
Right.
But it's nowhere near as well detailed. Although it has got a separate rail, but it's too thick. It's basically not very lifelike, is it? But however, mine doesn't have fake wheels on the back.
I hate fake wheels.
It's okay, it's not my favourite Wrenn model. I don't think the colour does it any favours. I do think these look better in blue. We have got a blue one, Sir Nigel Gresley. What I'd like is a Wrenn one that's done in the grey silver colour, like the silver link.
Ah.
They never did it, but you can get them repainted.
It is nice though.
They actually do them in black as well, which looks really good, and a paler green.
Ah.
But the tender, like many of Wrenn, is plastic, and it's a Hornby one. Because the Dublo used a tin plate one, which doesn't look very good.
No, I can imagine not.
Yeah.
Tin plate does look.
So they bought these off Hornby. What does it say on the bottom there? Hornby. You can't see the Hornby press there.
Oh.
It's not too bad. It's not sticking out, is it, like on some? No, it's all there, look. I'll put him out of the way before you upset him anymore. Now, regular viewers of the channel, both of you, hi Mum, will know that this class of loco is my all-time favourite steam loco.
Really?
In real life.
Ah.
But also in the models. I know we've got the LMS Midland Compound, the Batman one. That is fantastic. But these are my favourite, especially in the maroon,
Right.
which I've shown so many times I'm not going to show it again. But yeah, experimental British blue, British Railways blue, City of Glasgow, Stanier Pacific by Wrenn. I think this came out in the mid 75 onwards, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I could find out, but I'll put it on the screen. I said we've added the cab detail to this. They were produced for the later Stanier Pacifics because the later ones had bigger wheels. They were more prototypical.
Ah, right, okay.
We have got one of those on the shelf there. That's purely for... But it wasn't... Didn't do that until quite a few years after this catalogue, so that's why we're not going to show anything like that.
Ah, right, okay.
But yeah, these run really, really well. The only problems you get, apart from the motors needing remagnetising, is the tyres on the small wheels can come off.
Oh.
I have replaced some of the wheels on some of them, but they're slightly different. Same size, but they've got a smaller flange. And on the tenders, which I have on this, the same thing as happens on the wheels. The tyres come off, and it causes the tenders to derail because they're quite light.
Ah.
So an option is to just take the mounting off, or the wheels in the middle, so they're loose and they've got a bit more freedom to move, so they won't jump off mid-corner. Which I've done with this. But it can all be put back together.
Can you hear something rattling around? Which bit is it?
It's this metal pony truck under
right.
the cab, just moving around like that.
Right.
Yeah, they are a really, really good model. And for the amount of workmanship that's gone into them, because they're all mainly made by hand,
Yeah.
they're an absolute bargain. They're less than £100 for decent ones. For what you get there, this thing is really, really good. You're not going to break this. The paint will chip. You drop it, obviously it will break, but you can take them in and out of the box without damaging them. All the pistons are slightly overscale, so they're tougher, but they look really nice, and to run them, they're very quiet.
Yeah.
They're very powerful, and they're very reliable, and they've got a lot of character to them.
And really heavy.
It weighs a ton, doesn't it? It really, really, yeah. But yeah, there's a couple more of these I'd like to get. We've got one in all the colours they do, but there's some slight, limited edition ones that are very nice. I think we've got most of them. The only thing I would do on these,
Right.
because it is reversible, is add some windows into the cab.
Ah, I get that.
But your Mallard doesn't have windows in the cab.
Does it
Does
not?
on the front ones there, but not on the side ones.
Shocking.
But a lot of people made kits, just do it yourself, just put a bit of plastic in there to add it. I've got a Wrenn Castle classes which has got, windows added, and it looks nicer, but it's not a deal breaker.
No.
But it
Depends how you feel about them, isn't it?
And again, no couplings on the front, just that little fake one there. Looks better, you don't.
It looks more natural, doesn't it? Not to have couplings.
Yeah.
Why would you have couplings on the front?
So you got your separate handrails, a little bit overscale, but again, they won't break. And when you take the body off and you look in, you're going to see where they're attached on. The smoke deflectors can come loose. That is one thing. But again, it's just because they're riveted inside almost.
Right.
But yeah, let it go. Looks really nice with some coaches, these.
I can imagine it does with coaches, to be honest. A little bit more.
So yeah, that's what rattles when you're running it. You got your tender mount there, and your pony truck jerks around a little bit. You see it? But underneath you can see that massive motor in there. It's a 3-pole motor. Some of the later ones had a 5-pole motor.
Really? It shows how quick it is to get undone, the bottom, isn't it?
Oh, it's almost like a quick release on a bike. It just, there's no faffing. A 4-year-old could take that apart. It's, Hornby, Meccano, isn't it? So, yeah, can't fault it. Now, when I first heard of Wrenn, I must have been about 9 or 10, and I had this catalogue, and I wanted every single loco in it. The answer was no, because they were massively more expensive than Hornby.
Right.
Hornby, Lima, Mainline at the time were all a lot less money. So this was one of the favourites.
For you or in general?
For me, it's a spam can that is no longer a spam can. They've rebuilt it. But you can still tell it's a spam can. I mean, look at the wheels. The different spam can have. This is Clann line. This is preserved in real life. And I don't know if you've seen it or not. Different type of motor to everything else we've seen. It sticks out of the cab. It's either a bit jerky, a little bit more temperamental. This is obviously a bit shorter than the other loco when you put them next to each other.
I like this though. I like the ladders and the lock. So it's different.
Yeah, and it's southern, so it's obviously a bit, quirky. With these almost like mag wheels, and because it was a spam can, then they took the streamlining off and rebuilt them as these. So the tender is exactly the same as a spam can. Those do get broken quite a lot. That's something to look out for.
Ladders are really easy to knock at them, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're just not as reliable. When they're running, they run really well. I mean, I've no idea how this is going to go. One day it'll run fine, the next it's like, oh my god, put it back.
Shall we?
Yeah, good luck.
I'll go forward. Seems to be okay today.
Nice in a straight line.
Ah.
It's fine today. Now, this looks great with Pullmans. Try it backwards.
Oh no.
And to take this apart, you've got to screw in the chimney.
Don't like them.
It stinks. Excuse me. Yeah, we're running fine.
Yeah. Today's a day of a good day.
A bit slightly coarser sounding motor. Seems newer, which it very well could be.
I like it though.
Yeah, we've got the bright green one as well, which looks much nicer.
Does it?
Yeah. Clann line, yeah, I like the nameplates on it.
Yeah, they're very bright though, aren't they? Are they like that in real life?
Yeah, yeah. Like I say, I can't remember if we've seen it or not in real life.
I just don't like the way it sticks out of the cab.
Yeah, well, we've got a
Can't
Wrenn.
even add detail to that.
No, well, we've got a Wrenn spam cam with all the streamlining still on, but it has that motor in.
Ah.
I guess there's more room for it in the body, so it has a cab detail.
Is that a newer motor than this one?
I think so. Right, folks, you've seen some of the models. Now let's have a look at the catalogue. This is Wrenn Fourth Edition Handbook. It's not a catalogue, it's a handbook. Okay, I'll move this out of the way a bit. Well, the first thing you get is these prints which you could buy. It says here, Wrenn models certainly cost a little more. They did.
Yeah.
And may sometimes be hard to find. I guess a lot of the shops didn't want to stock the stuff because it wasn't a big seller.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
More of a specialist market.
Well, there was a lot more youngsters and kids buying model railways then.
Yeah.
And they weren't really bothered about Wrenn.
Yeah.
And the parents didn't want to spend more for the Wrenn. So it would have been, even then I think, more of a collector's thing.
Right.
But look at that. We have this City of Birmingham. It's absolutely a fantastic one. So it says, the making of a Wrenn die-cast metal locomotive is complex. Well, they made in a small factory in Basildon in Essex, a place called Bowler's Croft. It calls for expertise, patient attention to detail and high precision in manufacture, from the hand preparation of high-quality Mazak die-cast metal body before painting to the final testing on the track. Bodies are twice painted and stove enamelled. Transfers are applied by hand and the body is lined out, which was also done by hand. And finally varnished and stoved a second time for durability, after which the metal handrails, chimneys and whistles are fitted. Hand-turned, precision-made nickel-plated wheels. This all cost a lot of money in this country to make this type of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine.
It's basically handmade.
Yeah.
Obviously have machines and lathes and all that type of malarkey. Oh, here you go. That proves my point. Look at it. This is just like a little factory. Doing it all by hand.
Tiny piece.
So there's your Mazak. Yeah, they're doing the lining. Nearly 30 years manufacturing experience is built into every Wrenn product. Image 1. A company toolmaker checks the accuracy of the finished product. See, they're very, very well made. You know, the quality was amazing. Wow. They're checking the motors there, look. Up to 500 volts is put through the normal 12 volt armature to make sure there are no shorts or breakdowns. Tooling the wheels there, look. Then the locomotive is hand lined.
Wow.
That's why they cost more.
Yes.
But even back then, although Honda was plastic, a lot of the finishing was done by hand as well. But it was very expensive, so they give it the Chinese to do. So that's inside a steam loco, and that's inside a diesel one.
Some good info.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of info in there, really, isn't there?
So they do train sets as well.
All right.
Quite, not a massive amount. We've seen a few for sale. Be fun to get one. But the choice of the wagons, I think it's just random what you get in a set. So obviously you got this with the Pullmans, which is all very nice. But you got this Watney's bright red van. Again, Novelty.
Yeah.
You've got all this high quality machining all done by hand. Then you get these novelty wagons, which are very childlike.
Yeah.
But a child isn't going to buy them because they can't afford them.
So maybe should have gone a bit more upmarket, more.
Well, with upmarket, you're going upmarket on a wagon demands more detail. Because they're old Hornby double models from the 50s and 60s, you can't have more detail.
Yeah.
These were at Hornby's standard for the time.
Yeah.
You know, their novelty wagons, the fish fingers ones and all that. They're similar quality, but they cost more. These cement ones are fine. Nothing wrong with them. The actual vans are fine. But you know, when Dapple took them over Wrenn and started selling them, you know, as limited editions because of their old Wrenn ones,
Yeah.
they could charge more. But you couldn't charge more for that. Why would you? It's no better.
No,
He might have a metal chassis, but little
It's not
Jimmy,
enough.
aged 8, ain't bothered, is he?
Train sets, yeah. Superflex track.
Yeah, with that, that's fine. You know, those are good models. The brakeman's fine. But with these, I'd just put. Again, it's in LMS. That was a fake livery anyway. That was never made in that coloured real one. It was only ever black. Yeah. So I would have just put 3 more realistic ones on. The Dunlop one goes with the Dunlop shunter,
Yeah.
which isn't in the catalogue anymore. Or
No.
is that even? Oh, it hasn't come out. Anywho's. Now then, that is gorgeous. Not a real livery, but there is one preserved in that livery,
Oh, really?
so you can get away with it. Yeah. Never in that livery. They were all that. We've seen those in real life.
Right.
Again, novelty.
Yeah.
But I like the yellow one.
Yeah, I don't think we've got that one, have we?
No, it's a lot brighter yellow than that when you do see it.
Really?
But that Caledonian Railways livery one is stunning. They're a couple of £100 then. There's not as many around. The shunter's very good quality. I think you could get away with that. I don't know if they would have had that on a national colour board livery somewhere. It's more believable, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's the 20, this one here. This big screw in the roof. As have the shunters. And that's there was a shunter in that livery, but it wasn't the 08 that they do. It was a different one. That's LMS. But it looks really good in black though. On to Eastern Railways, the LNER. So that's the other green they do. I was best in black.
Yeah. I like the black actually.
And the Great Western. Again, that was never in that livery. Because that loco was a standard 4, which came out under British Railways after the Great Western was gone.
Is that a real livery?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. There's 2 Great Western variations here, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's far nicer.
Yes, I agree.
It's a better photo as well.
Those coaches there.
Oh, the Pullmans, yeah.
Nice.
So, sorry, I can just turn back. That's got plastic wheels on that tender. It's whatever was available. That's I think that's a prototype blue. But yeah, this one here looks far nicer. That's a prototype livery in British Railways. Ghastly green, isn't it?
Not over keen. Not over keen at all.
And that's like the Clann line one, but just a different name on.
You sort of recognise the...
Oh, the tender will be exactly the same, just different names.
This one again looks nice, doesn't it? You see it with the coaches.
Yeah, I don't think it would have run with those, but they look alright.
Yeah.
That's a bright green, isn't it? That looks good. See, they're running the wagons here.
Yeah.
They all match. A couple of anomalies at the front there. This is all the British Rail stuff.
An actual colour.
Yeah, again, that's the first Wrenn one we got. Well, apart from the little tank engine. Yeah, it just looks a bit iffy in the photograph.
It does, doesn't it? It looks red and green. Is it red and green?
No.
Or is it red and black?
Black.
Just with the shading.
I think they've used older photographs in the new catalogue, so there's not a perfect match there.
Ah, right.
Oh, got all of them here, look. Again, fake livery. That's supposed to be bright green.
All right.
Like it is there. Although that is a different one again. Because there's some that they made are not even pictured according to this. I mean, that's Lime Regis, which we have, but it's much brighter green, same as the coaches.
Right.
That's Wrenn for you. And that's the same but without the smoke deflectors.
So basically they were good quality, but they were sort of mismatched.
I think it was down to money and just because a catalogue was done every couple of years. So it was just small business responding for things slowly and struggling for sales and using whatever they had. So no two things are, necessarily be the same. They do say what's in the catalogue isn't necessarily the most up to date.
Oh, do they?
And they'll still have a few bits and bobs knocking around at the back of the factory you can't get rid of. It's just, So this is one loco, wasn't an old Hornby one. This is one they actually tooled up themselves to make.
All right.
Hence, it's got a full metal tender, which is good. Quite a a good seller for the time, and a very good model for the time actually. But more expensive because they've obviously had to sell it for more because they've had to do all the tooling themselves and design it. So it cost a couple of quid more then, 29 versus 27, which if you inflate that to like £100 and odd now, is probably quite a bit more. But a popular model. We haven't found one to buy yet. We've seen a few.
And they're all new, these ones, aren't they?
Yeah. And they did it in blue and different names as well in the end.
Must have been popular enough.
I think just more variety, more you can sell. Oh, and you got your Pullman motor coach. I think it looks better in blue. That's like the one we saw at the pub.
All right, yeah.
Again, that's something they tooled up themselves. They just sort of customised some of these Pullmans.
Right, I see.
What are these? I'm sure there was some golden arrow ones they did. Are they here? No. There's so many different names on their Pullmans.
There is, isn't there?
And these are the ones they struggle to sell, especially the green ones.
Just people didn't like them enough.
Yeah, and obviously they were more expensive and they weren't true to scale because they're a bit short. And then you enter the world of Wrenn's novelty wagons. Most vehicles have die-cast chassis and plastic moulded bodies, so some of them do have a plastic chassis. So them are okay. These aren't. Obviously there's so many they do at aren't here, and there's so many you wouldn't be able to get, because we've got a few of those. They're not a bad model.
Yeah.
They're acceptable, and they weigh an absolute ton. See, that has a plastic chassis, that one. Peak Freens, we've got that. There's a fertiliser wagon. And gunpowder. Baby sham. Oh, there's the yellow one. I mean, these are absolutely fine, some of these uppers.
Was that a Guinness one? And a Ross?
We've got a Guinness one, yeah. Again, they're just a sticker, it peels off. Apart from the very last ones, which cost 5 times as much because it's actually Tampo printed on. We've not got the cow one yet. We've got these.
What's this? I don't remember seeing that one.
No. There's no guarantee they actually made some of these, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll have to do a bit of a look around for them. I like these.
Yeah. A bit different, aren't they?
The tankers, they're not cheap if you find them because they're quite rare. We've got the loco to match. They'll be like 20 odd quid.
Wow.
We've got the Eskimo. We've got a Bisto as well.
Oh, catalogues.
I've got that. Again, Novelty. That's quite good.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
But some of these Wrenn wagons are so rare, you'll find that be like 100 quid or something, some of them.
Really?
Because they didn't make a lot. Let's put it next to a Hornby one to see the difference in prices.
Yeah. Have we got a Hornby catalogue for 79?
We've got two.
Oh.
I couldn't say we've got a price list in there. But we'll just say what's the most expensive. So the train sets starts at £19 with a little tank engine and 3 wagons and track and all that. But you know, for the most expensive, that's the Pullman. It's a 2-car set at £30.
Right.
The Royal Scott's £29 on its own. Talking about Wrenn doing some, you know, fake liveries. And they were limited because everything they did was ex-Hornby Dublo, 99%. Especially the coaches and the wagons. They were all old Hornby Dublo mouldings.
Right.
So they couldn't make newer wagons, but they could do different liveries. That's something which they also did in the coaches. So although the models were really, really expensive, a lot of it was what you would call fake. Being kind, you call novelty.
Ah.
This isn't. This is, well, it's a Pullman by Wrenn. Obviously it's too short. But this is a very, very late one. This came out in 1986 and continued until 1992. Now that, there was only 600 made.
Oh, really?
And I've seen them at over £100.
Is that what we paid for it?
Yeah.
20?
Mm-hmm. We've also got another one, I think it's called Ursula, which is about the same money. Wow. So it's a very late one, so you've got a more detailed crest. You've also got the white tables. But yeah, I've seen those at... I've seen them quite a few times for around 60 or 70 quid. I've also seen a few chancers asking over 150 quid for them. So that's to show it pays to shop around.
Yes.
We've also got this. Same Pullman. Well, it's the brake version of the Pullman. We haven't even took that out of the wrapping yet. Because we've got
it's
two.
Still sealed.
We've got two. I need another two to put with our bright green Wrenn loco.
Fair enough.
So it's a Pullman. Never made in real life in that colour.
Oh.
There's rumours they made it in the red, in the maroon. We've got a full set of those. So we've got 5 of them and they've all been ran. And they also do it in a blue and grey, which I've got a couple of.
But you don't think they actually made it in?
I don't know. I don't think they did. These are very rare. They couldn't sell these. So what happens is, the Pullman I just showed you at first, if you sometimes take those apart, you'll see that inside they're actually repainted green ones that you couldn't get rid of.
Oh, that's naughty,
No, it's not.
isn't it?
The plastic's got to be some colour. I'm not going to take this apart.
No. That could be this one.
Might be. Or it might be one of the red ones underneath. That's been just repainted it.
Sneaky.
Oh, what would you do? You've got a load of stuff there and nobody will buy. Obviously Pullmans are always popular.
Yes.
Get them painted. You know, they've got to be some colour underneath, haven't they? So yeah, that's what they did.
Naughty.
Right. The Wrenn catalogue. Not the most fun, but the novelty wagons are always fun for you, aren't they?
Aren't they just?
Yeah.
I love a novelty wagon.
You need to go do a bargain and look for some Wrenn novelty wagons, but they're not cheap. As I said, most of them are partially metal. Of everything we've looked at in these locos, which is your favourite? Is it the Shell?
No.
No?
Sorry, no.
Is it the Blue Diesel?
I like, but no.
No? Is it Clann line?
No.
No? Is it the Mallard? The exposed wheels?
So I like mine covered.
Checking my mic with it. Is it that?
It's got to be the blue one, hasn't it?
It's big blue there, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll squeeze them in. So it's that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you have any of those over your Bachmann 37? Sorry,
Oh.
my Bachmann 37.
Is it yours?
I bought it.
Oh.
Bought it
I know
for
I
you.
bought one.
Yeah, no, I don't know which one it was. So, so it's this one.
I think so. I do like a steam, and you don't. I feel that sometimes you just don't see them often enough. But no, they are nice. I really like that. I don't like the way the motor sticks out on that. I really don't. This I'm not over keen on.
It's a novelty loco.
Exactly, but
Can I just say,
go on.
Wrenn do a blue spam can
Do they?
with white stripes. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in another video. Maybe do the Airfix catalogue next.
Maybe.
See you again.
Bye.
Don't have night.